Salaki accidentally pushed the button. But it says yep, the rod and reproof give wisdom, but a child left to himself bringeth his mother to shame. And as we're trying to really see now, due to the matriarchy with our mothers, a lot of Jake children are really like disdaining and not really have any type of compassion or mercy for their mothers. This the whole thing was for these mothers to really, you know, have take hold and try to use the children against the father. And now you see that it's backfiring. So now a lot of these boys are not coming to their fullness, and now these daughters are not, these girls are not coming to their fullness. Meaning a lot of the majority of these men, these boys, they're growing up to be grown children, and they're ending up in the prison system and being turned out. And a lot of these little daughters out here, what's going on? They're growing up to be grown children as well, and they're being turned out by the society. They're getting fucked out. They're being, ravished by many men, and then they starting to cross over, or they're just going to hoard them. And again, a lot of our people have a low self-esteem. So it's just a lot of confusion. And mothers don't know anything about a nationality or the importance of courage and standing up. And women don't really teach. So, women. Be honest with you. Women are spoils. Women are possessions. So if if since women are in this state of confusion, and they've been, our women are spoils to Esau. They teach these children, whatever comes down the media comes down the pipeline of doctrine or foolishness. So again, a lot of the you just had a video come out on Please Act Right. Pretty much Jake is, one time all you heard Jake was saying, "Oh, I gotta do this for my mama. I gotta buy a house for my mama." But now, you're not hearing these things. So a lot of shame is coming to the woman, the mother. So it says, when the wicked are multiplied, transgression increaseth, but the righteous shall see their fall. So it says, correct thy son. And we're seeing that. And we're seeing that Esau, his infrastructure is being thrown down. A lot of people are, stepping up and going against his doctrine, his ideology, because you see the other countries, the other leaders, they're not for this more activity. And you just had a video on Valuetainment, bringing out how Islam is growing, because it seems, well, to the how you say, the blind eye, I guess, or to the average eye, it seems as if Islam is growing, because it seems people are saying Islam is like they have like a pushback towards the Western ideologies. But hey, I guess they don't see the true men out there. So it says, correct thy son, and he shall give thee rest. Yeah, he shall give delight unto thy soul. Where there is no vision, the people perish. So again, there's no vision of men being men, and no vision of women being women. Men being leaders, men being, in their masculine frame, and women, is no vision for women to being wives. The vision is men being moles, lustful, can't control themselves, emotional as hell, and then women is being whores and using their box for gain. But he that keepeth the law, happy is he. So, Slack, I didn't mean to make this video long at all. Let me see. 2013. As you can see, and this is why they don't want. It's been a truth. It's been an attack in a gag order for this truth, because again, we bring out the scriptures. So it says, Leviticus 20:13, if a man also lie with mankind as he lied with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. Man wounded in the stones. So, damn it. Deuteronomy 20:21, he that is wounded in the stones or have his privy member cut off shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord. So again, you bugged out, man. You know, you bugged the fuck out. Deuteronomy 22:5. Because this is the narrate Esau in his western the west is trying to push across the four corners. And then you wonder why people are bugging the fuck out. People are losing it, you know. The woman shall not, Deuteronomy 22:5, the woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are an abomination to the Lord thy power. Let me see that. Sodom. So let me get this. Second Peter 2:6, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemn them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly, man. So it says matter of fact, I'm gonna go to the first chapter. So Sirach 30, he said, he that loveth his son causeth him oft to feel the rod, that he may have joy of him in the end. You know, so the how you said the purpose of you having children is to bring the best out of them. You create them and you what is it? You give them responsibility. There's fucking duty. Even going back into what is it, Deuteronomy 21, the 21st chapter, it talks about you have a child and he pretty much don't want to do nothing. You know, he's pretty much a fuck up, man. You get rid of him. You know, you send his spirit back to the fucking spirit world. You know, I'm gonna say it like that, you like it or not. You know, go watch Barney or something. So it says, off the field of rod, that he may have joy of him in the end. And, you know, we live in a real fucking weak, effeminate society, man. You know, these women, these mothers that's walking around this earth now, man. They think they're doing something right now, you know. But you know, he that chasteneth his son shall have joy in him, and shall rejoice of him among his acquaintance. He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy, and before his friends he shall rejoice of him. Though his father die, yet he is as though he were not dead, for he have left one behind him that is like himself. Let me go down to while he lived, he saw and rejoiced in him, and when he died, he was not sorrowful. Because again, you know, when a man is on point, he understands, especially starting with the so-called black man on down to the so-called Mexican. If you know you was at war, you're gonna teach your children, teach your son war, and you're gonna give your daughter to the most valiant man that's on point, that knows how to lead. And you know, and again, if anything happened to you as a father, you know your son would step in place. And even if you have a daughter, you know your daughter's being on point, she would know that you know it's a war, that she has to be behind her man and push him to also be, you know, be a man too. And then when a woman's on point, she would teach the children to be like her father and not to bring shame to the family. So it said, he that maketh too much of his son shall bind up his wounds, and his bowels will be troubled at every cry. So it says, verse 8, and horse not broken becometh headstrong, and a child left to himself would be willful. And that's all that maintaining shit that these women do. You know, when you see these women with good ass jobs or even on government assistance, Section 8, all they're doing is maintaining the child. All you're doing is providing a house and fucking food and a little bit of activity for the kid. You're not teaching that kid nothing else. So it says, conquer thy child, and he shall make thee afraid. Play with him, and he will bring thee to heaviness. You see, that's what you got today. This old, my mama, my friend, my daddy, my friend. This generation is fucking weak, man. Daughters twerking with their moms twerking on their daughters, the daddy right there looking at it, just laughing. Shit is just fucking despicable, man. Verse 10, laugh not with them, lest thou have sorrow with them, and lest thou gnash thy teeth in the end. Give him no liberty in his youth, and wink not at his follies, man. Verse 12, bow down his neck while he is young, and beat him on the sides while he is a child, lest he wax stubborn, and be disobedient unto thee, and so bring sorrow to thine heart. See that? So if you allow that shit to, oh, daddy, I want to be you got a son, oh, daddy, I want to be a girl. Or you got a daughter, oh, daddy, I want to be a boy, I just don't feel like a girl. Hey, Dwayne Wade, man. So it says, chastise thy son and hold him to labor, lest his lewd behavior be an offense unto thee. So you got the point, man. This what you see, this foolishness and this fuckery going on, is because, first and foremost, you have a wicked ruler. You have a wicked ruler, Esau, who's pushing his madness. And again, it's been methods and form of fashions to destroy the so-called minds of the so-called American people. Starting and mainly you so-called Negro, Latino, Hispanic, Native Americans, which makes up the House of Israel. Hey, with that, I'm saying shalom.